What up, y'all? Appreciate you showing up, hanging out, listening to my dumb ass. Like and subscribe. So, Sony has announced that they're hiring, they're appointing new positions for CEOs, which what was once one person's job is now three people's jobs. Jim Ryan was the CEO of PlayStation. Now we have Hiroki Totoki, who is the chairman of PlayStation. They just making up new titles. Herman Hulst is the CEO of game studios and licenses. They spread them so weirdly. And then the last guy, I don't even remember his name. He's a Japanese fellow. And he's more hardware. But he's also handling indies. I'm befuddled and confused. And I'm like, why doesn't Herman Hulst handle all the games? Or, whatever. Know what it seems like is happening? Seems like they're copying Microsoft. Once again, I know somebody in my comments was like, they're not copying. Sony's blah, blah, blah. I'm like, they are. They've been copying for years. They're still copying because they don't know what they're... The way that I look at Sony is like, every move that they make, I'm like, really? That's just exactly what Microsoft... Like 6 months ago, or however long ago it was, when Phil Spencer said, yo, Sarban, you the queen of Xbox. Matt Booty, you the game master. And then Phil's the overlord. They set up the same thing. Slightly different, because actually Chris Charla is in charge of indies on the ID at Xbox, but realistically Matt Booty is in charge of the I guess it's Xbox Worldwide Studios or something like that. That's the third party indie publisher type of thing. I think that's how it works. So there's a little bit of differentiation there. Chris Charla's part of Total Gaming, although albeit indie games, it still combines to be all gaming when it comes to Xbox. But on Sony's side, it's Herman Hulst and this other guy. Now I remember I said they're probably gonna go for all Japanese people, blah 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 blah. Right? I was partially right. Like what they did was they said, Herman Hulst, you do your job that you're doing now, but we're going to add some stuff to it. So nothing has really changed at PlayStation. I don't know if Mark Cerny is still there, because his name has not been... nobody said nothing about Mark Cerny. I guess Knack 2, maybe he's doing Knack 3, I don't know. But I'm just saying, when you think that Mark Cerny might be... I know he's more of a software engineer. But wouldn't his name be in there a little bit? Like software engineer guru Mark? Well, I guess that's what he's doing anyway. But I don't know. I would say that. But I don't know who the hardware architect is. Is it this guy, or is he just in charge of whatever the hardware is produced, right? So whoever the hardware engineer guy is says, hey, here's the new PlayStation 6 or the PlayStation 5 Pro. And then this new guy is like, oh, yeah, cool. We're going to market that. Put it out. I don't know. Sony still, even with this new announcement, how can the ponies in the donkey unicorns be like, yay, yeah, it's a good news. No, it's status quo, basically. Herman Hulst still in charge of gaming. Nothing has changed. Meaning, Herman Hulst in charge of gaming, no games for this whole year. Is that the dude you want to be in charge of gaming? Not putting out games? No first party games. Whose fault is that? Herman. Whose fault is that? Herman. That's what you gotta ask, because he's the boss. He was the boss when it happened. Still the boss. What you gonna do? How you gonna reconcile those issues? I don't think you can. You sit there, you can't blame, you can't be like, oh, it's Herman Hulst's fault, but he's fired now. Nope, he's still there. He got even a better job. He probably get a bigger check now, because now he's in charge of Twisted Metal, the TV show. and The Last of Us season 2 on HBO, on Max or whatever the hell is going, wherever it is. He's in charge of all that crap now. But you know, where's Porter Rock out there? You know, yelling at these guys. You know, what are the excuses? Why don't they have a game this whole calendar year? That's my question. Not one game, really. And here is the problem with that. A little bit of a tangent, but they don't have any games, right? No first party content. Zero. When they come out with something, it better be the best thing they ever made. Serious, they cannot come out with something that's like meh, that's mid. They have to come out and change the whole industry. Like, oh my God, Sony did it again. If they don't do that, if they do anything less than knock people's socks off and just people agape mouth, drool, eyes pop out of the eye sockets, if they can't do that, they're in so much trouble. You don't realize how much trouble they're in if they cannot bring it. After not having a full year of zero. A full year of zero. Then they come out with something mid. Come on, son. What is this supposed to be? The next AAA? I think Corey's game may... I don't... They're supposed to have... It's a rumor that they're having a state of play. And it's funny, right? They always try to come out with something around Microsoft's things. And you're looking at it, it's like, how can Sony overshadow what Xbox is about to say? All they have to do is say, yeah, Call of Duty Game Pass day one. That's all they have to say. And then it's like, well, everything else is extra credit. Like, it's Perfect Dark. Oh, it's in good shape now, right, Jeff Grubb? Okay. It's funny. It's like, oh yeah, before, and he's slick. Because before he's like, oh yeah, I had some reports before that it was in really rough shape. But now I had some other reports to say, oh, it's in really good shape now. Like, you see how he's trying to confuse everyone? He's trying to confuse the audience. He's trying to put that out there so that people stop listening once he says that. The people who don't want to hear the actual news or the good news that it's in good shape. So he feeds both sides. He knows what he's doing. He's not an idiot. So I'm not going to be like, all right, Jeff. You know, I know what he's doing, but at the same time, he put out, and he said it again today, clarifying it's in good shape, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, all right, that's fine. But still, you know, the nature of the business, especially, you know, Giant Bomb they need to eat. So they need them clicks. So they need the clicks from the ponies and the donkey unicorns as well. So he has to feed that. I get it. I'm not gonna give him a demerit for that, but I'm gonna look side-eyed at him, you know, for doing that, for putting it out there when he knew that wasn't the latest when it comes to that game. But anyway, so, you know, Perfect Dark, whatever, that'll be there. Fable, maybe. They talk about Doom Zero, Day Zero, or whatever it was. I can't remember. There's a lot of... Indiana Jones. I don't know if they'll show that again. And the thing is, they showed Indiana Jones like last year, whenever it was, right? And it looked pretty good, right? Now, I've seen comparisons of Hellblade. Hellblade comes out like next week or something. 21st, right? Next week. And so they showed the 2021 footage, and then they showed the 2023 footage. And I'm like, yo, it looks even... The 2023 footage looks even better than what they showed in 2021. 2021 looked good. So I'm like, yo, man, they're doing that thug thizzle. They're doing that thug thizzle. And I'm still convinced that Project Kara, I think that's what it's called, yeah. Project Mara is connected to Hellblade, connected to Senua. Senua is a past life, if you will, an alternate timeline version of whatever her name is in real life. Not in real life, but the character that they're creating. I believe she's going to be the one. She'll be in that apartment, maybe, I don't know, hallucinating and stuff. Yo, that's cool. I would like to have somewhat of a Hellblade as far as the psychosis stuff goes, but in the contemporary real world. I'm glad like they took, I don't know whose apartment that was, but dude, I didn't realize, I mean, I said this before, but I didn't realize that was game engine footage. And I'm looking at it, I was like, yo, that looked mad real. But then it looked like one of the hallway shots. I saw some aliasing on the wall. I was like, oh, shoot, I never noticed that before. So it's like there's so many, I don't know, man. Dude, that Hellblade comparison, I saw the new stuff. I was like, yo, that looks real good. I have not seen any game on PlayStation that even comes close to touching the fidelity and the quality of the graphics on Hellblade 2 from the latest gameplay I saw. I was like, yeah, Sony's in trouble. So they can come with the PS4 Pro, act like that's a giant Band-Aid. It ain't gonna be a Band-Aid. It ain't. Whatever. Look, I'm just saying. That was a tangent, but look, the fact that Sony's still copying, getting 3 CEOs, trying to be a big shot company, corporation. They don't need 3 CEOs for PlayStation. And PlayStation ain't that big. PlayStation ain't as big as Xbox and Microsoft Gaming and whatever, all the studios combined under Microsoft. Not as big. So I can understand why Xbox needs it, because they have Call of Duty, they have Bethesda games, then they have the Xbox studios, and they have everything else, right? ID and Xbox, all that stuff. They have a lot of content. Sony, not so much. They have a few, but not as much. So I'm like, whatever. Sure. We'll see. I don't think there's going to be that much of a change. Nothing really changed. Nothing changed over there. So I don't know if you guys expect Pony's not getting. I don't know if y'all expect some monumental change in how Sony's doing things, except for the fact that they're going to start putting their games day and date on PC. And they're probably going to follow suit with Square Enix and putting some games on Xbox, other than what they already put on Xbox. MLB The Show. What else? Death Stranding. Probably Death Stranding 2 will be on Xbox as well. Or Game Pass. Let's just say Game Pass. Because that's where it is. I don't think it's on Xbox Game Pass, but it's on PC Game Pass, which is the same thing. You may say, oh no, that's PC. Well, technically, Game Pass it's kind of Xbox in disguise. It's like a Trojan horse if y'all ain't paying attention. I mean, you can make the argument. You can say, no, it's PC. You don't need an Xbox. Sure. But Game Pass is part of the Xbox ecosystem. You can say Game Pass is part of the Microsoft Gaming and Xbox ecosystem. That's more accurate. And it's, when it comes down to it, it's Game Pass, yes, but it funds what? It funds games. Who makes games? Xbox. Now you can be nitpicking and say, well, technically, Activision Blizzard King is not an Xbox. It's under Microsoft Gaming, so blah, blah, blah. Look, semantics, okay? We're talking about console wars here. We're talking about Xbox versus PlayStation. There's no distinction in PlayStation. PlayStation makes all the games, whether they're on PC or console. So there shouldn't be a distinction between Xbox and Microsoft Gaming, because it all feeds the same ecosystem, and that is Game Pass. So you can make an argument about that and look like an idiot. But if you say Microsoft Gaming, we could just shorten it to Xbox, because that's what I would say that they should probably change Microsoft Gaming to just Xbox. Just call everything Xbox. Xbox is an environment where you can play your games, have your game saves, have the cloud saves and all that stuff. Xbox. The Xbox servers, Xbox. Instead of this Microsoft Gaming is for Windows, game for Windows Live and all that BS. They don't want all that. Xbox is easy, 4 letters, 2 syllables, let's go. Anyway, appreciate you hanging out, like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments, what do y'all think about Sony with the 3 CEOs tactics? Why they keep following the leader instead of being the leader? Do you think anything's going to change because they have 3 CEOs now, or is it just business as usual? And all the other good stuff. But I appreciate y'all, and I'll check you out on the next one. Took the wait.